All right, y'all. So I've been requested to do a 50-yard penetration test on the JSB Monster redesign, because that's what I got, you know, tuned in, that I know I can hit at 50 yards with so far. I mean, I could probably hit with my slug too. I got 15 grain slug from Nielsen that I could hit with that too. But here it is, y'all. So I got some putty thinned out. You can see how thin it is. All right. Patty cake. Baker's manned it. That is nice and thin. All right. Now this putty is thin, but this is tough stuff. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this egg, this Easter egg, in it. I gotta thin it out some more. I can't get all the way around the Easter egg, y'all. And what we want to see is, can we penetrate the Easter egg? Now I'm going to put a little liner, thin liner, inside the Easter egg too. So we want to penetrate all these levels and hopefully not get passed through, and hopefully get in there enough to dump enough energy to say that, you know, it's deadly. So basically, if this pellet gets through here and ends up in the middle of this egg, okay, just ends up in the middle of the egg, then it's lethal at 50 yards. If this pellet cannot get through and end up in the middle of this egg, then it's probably not lethal at 50 yards. I'm pretty sure there will be no pass through. I know y'all think this is thin and all that, but I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure there will be no pass through. And what I'm gonna do after I'm finished with the testing the pellet, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it with a slug, a 15 grain slug, so that y'all can see just how tough this putty is, so you don't think, oh man, that little thin piece of putty, it can get through that, it can't kill nothing at 50 yards. If it gets through here and at least gets into the middle of the egg, I'm gonna say I can take out a groundhog. If it can't get through here and get into the middle of the egg, if it can't get in the middle of the egg, then I'm gonna say I can't kill a groundhog with this. I'll bounce right off his skull, or flatten right on his skull and knock him out, maybe. Just so I get close enough to him to where he jumps up and scare the hell out of me. So we're gonna set that up right there, like so. And we're gonna go back here and we're gonna put a JSB Monster redesign in it, and then we'll come back and check it, see how much penetration we got out of this new high power tune. Because I'm wondering what happened with that squirrel, because I shot a squirrel before, but I had my rig, my second rig was set at 80 bar. And at 80 bar, man, it just got through the I took a body shot because I wasn't really dialed in to a point where I could get headshots. So I took a body shot on the squirrel, and when I did, it was like, when I did the autopsy, the pellet was right beneath the skin. It had pulverized his lung, but it didn't go into it or anything like that. It just, the shock of it took the lung out. Let's get this. All right, let's go see what kind of damage we did. Yeah, so I was like, man, I wonder, you know, at 50 yards, would I be able to kill anything with this? And then I just happened to see out here on that line right there, the last video I posted, right up on that telephone line, it was a squirrel going across there. And I was in the garage, which the garage is about 50 yards from that telephone pole. And I took the shot, popped him in the head. There's the shot. So I pop him in his head and I get passed through. I'm like, what? I was surprised because I didn't know, you know. I figured I could kill it or I wouldn't have took the shot, y'all. But I didn't think I would get no pass through. But here, you can see I got passed through. So I'm wondering if it wouldn't have hit right at the seam if I hadn't have made a perfect shot, right? But the thing is dialed in so good, it's hard not to make a perfect shot. So we went through the first layer of putty, through the second layer of putty, and out the back. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So I'm going to say that at 50 yards, yes, I can kill a groundhog and raccoon, squirrel, rabbit, any of those animals with the headshot. And there you go. That's you know, that's it. I don't know if y'all can see how thick that is. Try to open this up some. See that? I mean, this putty ain't no joke. You don't just rip through this putty. So I'm gonna go ahead and put both of these layers. I was gonna put the NSA in there, 15 grain, if this didn't pass through here. But since it did, you know, no sense in sending the NSA through it. But y'all want to see it, don't you? I want to see what the slug will do. It's a hollow point, so it might, you know, do more damage or something. It might get caught up in there because it's ripping. All right. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and just double up this piece right here, because I want y'all to see how tough the putty is. And we're gonna put another egg in there, but we gotta make it a little tougher for the NSA. I mean, this is made in America, Nielsen specialty ammo. So you know, we the tough stuff when it comes to making rounds and stuff like that, making ammo, all that kind of stuff. We the tough stuff. So I gotta make it harder for American ammo. You know, European ammo, that's different. You know, they ain't really allowed to have no guns or do no shooting or nothing like that. You know, they know they real violent, so they got to be kept in check. They don't want them guys out here, you know, arming up and having something they can do some serious damage with. So they ain't got no good ammo coming out of there. Nothing too powerful, you know. JSB is good, but I mean, if you try to take down an elephant, you need some NSA ammo. Let's see. I need to beef it up even a little more. This is made in America, y'all. You know what time it is. When it's made in America, it's serious business. All right? It's serious business. So we're going to put that in there. Now I ain't really got the gun dialed in, so I might miss this piece. Just so y'all know, I might miss all of this. I ain't dialed in for the 15 grain slug because I don't really do no long distance shooting. So we don't care about the top. I'm gonna take all this off the top. All right, and just stick it on the back. That's doubled up for the Nielsen, because I expect more out of a Nielsen. You know, that's all American. You know, you got American. We the epitome of destruction. Come on now. Y'all know what time it is. They ain't scared of us out here. Y'all European cats, man, they scared of y'all. Y'all do damage. Y'all ain't even got cars. Y'all get mad about working rights and stuff, and y'all go blow up cars and shit, make Molotov cocktails, set the city on fire, all that kind of shit. They scared as hell of y'all. Y'all can't have nothing but BB guns, you know. We think BB guns and stuff is toys. You know, all my friends, they like, what are you out here shooting a pellet gun? What the hell? Then they watch all my videos because they got powder burners that they can't shoot in the backyard. So we're going to put that in the front. We're going to put that in, but yeah, we're going to put that, that's the back. All right. All right, so we got it set up. I got my extra stuff right there. I got some stuff in the front, and then that's the back. Now, I know this putty is tough, so I don't think it's going to pass through all of that. But, you know, we're going to try it. And then we're going to put that, JSB behind it to see, you know, what it would do with something that thick. That's more like a coyote or something, I guess. I don't know how thick a coyote skull is, but let's say a pit bull head. All right, get my 15 grainers. I know y'all like that. It ain't FX though. I just like the way they have their that's 22 grain, just so y'all know that that's the 22 caliber FX hybrid slugs. They don't make them for 17 anyway. Y'all already know that. Yeah, so I put my little pellets, my little NSAs in here, because he just send them in a box. You know, he sends them to you. Look at that hollow point on that. That thing good. I'm gonna put 2 of them because I don't know if I'm gonna make it. But anybody that's got these, just so y'all don't think I'm cheating you, I ain't out here. You can see how loose that is in there. Number 17. If you done bought them, you know they fill that hole up with 22. So just in case y'all thought I was cheating, oh man, he's shooting a 22 in there. That 17 caliber ain't shit. He tried to trick us. Somebody thinking it. Somebody thinking it. He tried to trick us. All right. So this is the Nielsen 15 grain, 17 caliber slug hollow point. We're gonna try to hit with it. Now I ain't changed none of my adjusted no settings or nothing, so I'm trying to aim a little higher because it's a heavier. Let's see if I can hit. Oh man, I think I hit the brick. So this one's a little shooting a little to the left. Oh, I think I got a good one, y'all. Let's go see what this Nielsen specialty ammo can do. So this is the 15 grain NSA. Now, I'm shooting pretty good with this. I mean, it's a headshot accurate, just like that. If I were to tune it and start shooting with it, definitely I could get some pinpoint accuracy out of this thing. The 12.5, same deal. I only got like 40 of those though, so I done shot them all up. I loved them. So there was the first shot. Here's the second shot right here. So let's go do an autopsy. You can see it didn't come out the back, and that's a slug, 15 grain. I haven't chronographed it, so I don't know what speed or what kind of dumpage I'm getting out of this, how many joules or foot-pounds or none of that. But as you can see, there's the back of it. It didn't make it to there. Man, it didn't make it past here. So the egg is still fully intact. Man, I did a lot of bragging on American ammo. So this thing got caught right. I mean, it was just about to make it out of there. So just this extra 2 layers that I put on there, and that stopped the slug. All right. So if it stopped that slug, I'm thinking it would definitely stop the pellet, had I put that much extra on there. And you can see how that flattened out. Now I'm thinking maybe I might start shooting these. Because if I dump all that in the head, I know it's knocked out. You know, at 50 yards, I can run up on it and dump one more real close and have me a kill. But I know that'll knock something out at 50 yards. If you imagine that hitting you in your head, bam! Yeah, you're gonna be knocked out. So I might start shooting them slugs. I thought it would penetrate, but it didn't. So if I got groundhog or something, now I'm wondering, because I really don't want to shoot nothing and not know if it's gonna die. So I might I might have to buy me another magazine, so I can keep a magazine full of them 15 grain slugs and a magazine full of them JSBs, because I don't really got to change settings to shoot these. But I'm figuring if I shot this at 850, that's probably only shooting at about, I don't know how many FPS you would lose with a 15 to a 13, but that's probably shooting pretty slow, you know, because the JSB is shooting at 850 is what that's set at. So if I was to set this at 850, it's gonna pass through. So if I was to dial it in like I want, I think it would probably pass through there. But I'm shooting it at a low power. That's probably only traveling at about 800, maybe 790, 800. Still super accurate for a heavy 17 grain 177. It's pretty accurate at that low speed. I thought they needed a whole bunch of power and spin on them. But man, I'm glad I listened. One of these guys left me some comments that I need to put a high power tune on that. He said, man, you need to put a high power tune on that. You're gonna get more accuracy. And he was right, because I couldn't shoot nothing at 700 with that low power tune. As soon as I got under 8, nothing shot good. You know, I was shooting pellets at transonic speeds to get them to shoot good. You know, the Crossmans and stuff, I was shooting at like 980. Now I can shoot stuff at 700 and it shoots good. But somebody was asking me about this moderator I got on here, that Hug It a Steve. This is the Hugget Steve. And I said I was gonna show them I got something special on. This is what I love about this moderator. That air stripper right there, this is a homemade air stripper I put in there. I took everything out of it. All that garbage they be putting in there, it's all garbage. I take all that out. So all that foam and them little cages and all that, it's quieter when you take all that out. So I take all of that out and I get me one of these. All this is a that's a wire tie. It's for I think I want to say 10 and 8 gauge wire, but I drill it out. I drill the spring out and then I drill a hole through there and I stuck it in there with some putty around it. It's just loose enough, and this thing has a indentation right here that allows you to stick that in there, and it just holds it perfect. I got all kinds of different ones, shapes and sizes, and this one was the perfect, showed me better results than just using a moderator. So if I just use this moderator, when I shoot pellets at transonic speeds, they go all over the place. They're whipping and rolling all over the place. But when I put this in, if I shoot pellets at transonic speeds, they shoot good. So I can shoot pellets at 980, 1000, you know, 1012. I haven't gone supersonic with it, but when I shoot my pellets up to 1015, well, below 1015, they shoot good as hell. And it don't matter that I'm shooting them that fast. I don't know if that takes the spin off or what, but they come out of there and they fly straight. So that's a little thing that I like about this. I got different, you know, sometimes I cut them down shorter. This is the long one. This is a long one. I've got them to where they're only like half that size. And this thing is on, the hole is only as big as you open it. I opened this hole up to 22 caliber just to make sure I didn't clip it. But the hole coming out of there is bigger than this hole that's at the end of that. So it strips that air out, and then you got all these holes to where when it strips it, they come out the sides. Can't beat this. I mean, that thing is making it a little more accurate. So, you know, don't think you're gonna get the one hole accuracy that I'm getting with your setup. You might have to do some mods. You know, I do cheap mods. That's one of my cheap mods, but it's working. It's helping me get really good accuracy. But anyway, I think that's it. I've addressed the questions that were asked of me. So I'm gonna let y'all go. GoPro, stop recording.